Hold on, bro. I'm finna send you this TikTok.
Who gonna stop me?
So have you seen? I think his name's Speed.
Yes. Yeah, Speed. That's where I got it from. Who gonna stop me?
When he was like, if we were the last two people on Earth,
we the last two people on Earth. You gonna let me smash?
And then she was like, no, I'm not that kind of girl.
Who gonna stop me?
First off, that's a stupid fucking answer. You're the last two people on Earth. It's not about what type of girl you are. If you're worried about what type of girl you are, that's usually a spectator-based thing. And if there's no fucking spectators, we're not gonna be on that. Fuck you, because you just said some dumb shit. I agree with Speed. Who gonna stop him?
He said the same thing to
It's the fact that he got all up in the screen. He was like, who gonna stop me? And then I was like, you know what?
You kind of
makes sense. I was like, that makes a lot of fucking sense, bro.
But yeah, he said the same thing to Ash Cash.
This man got kids dropping it low. He is unstoppable.
Yeah, you can't beat him, bro.
You can't beat him. Welcome to the DWG Down with the Get Down podcast with your host. Starting off with your boy Ro.
Derek. Still looking for names.
I can't wait till Romel gets fully comfortable giving the intro.
Yeah.
Because he just put his hand up for no reason.
I just start
with your host.
I thought he was looking for us to say something.
With your host, I'll be like, I don't be like, do I want to say co-host? Or do I want to say host?
I'm gonna give the intro next time. I'll fuck with you.
All right.
I'll show you how it's done.
For sure. We gonna get it. That's if you're here. You don't know.
Nah, that's true. Yeah, that might not be here. So
we'll see.
We're gonna thug it out. All right. So shit. Let's get to it since we all set up, got everything going on. Back to because I was still in this little conversation we were having about this porn titles and why they're problematic.
You talking about the titles? The titles are so fucking wild, bro. The titles are wild as fuck. It's because it's all adjectives, and it doesn't make sense.
It's all adjectives.
It's all adjectives.
Thick Latina gets drilled by. It's literally what it is. It's like whatever.
Thick Latina gets drilled by BBC after school hot.
After school
must watch.
Public.
Must watch public. Bro, they're not clear, concise sentences.
Public thick.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna pull one up right now, bro. Fuck it. I'm a read that bitch directly.
Straight here. You're not gonna get this type of content anywhere else. We got niggas
other than Pornhub.
Matter
of fact, bro, upload the episodes to Pornhub. You never know what type of audience we could get. Bro.
You can do that.
That sounds dangerous.
You can upload it there too.
You could.
So do it.
Good. They're gonna be like, then we gonna make a link tree and everything. So when people click into our stuff,
we're gonna make a whole OnlyFans and put it on there too.
Might as well.
Forget Patreon.
OnlyFans. They're like, nah, don't support the Patreon. Support the OnlyFans. We out here showing Dallas's feet.
There's no way American people come up with the titles for this shit.
I thought you were talking about the feet pics.
I mean, if you upload multiple videos at a time, then it can't be. It's like I feel like what's the first? I feel like there may be like a porn name generator.
There's an AI somewhere putting in work.
I mean, there is random like name generators
because you'll see a porn star that you know. Mm-hmm. You'll be like, oh, cool. That's Ash Cash.
Okay.
Good name one. It's named the popular one.
I just wanted to know which one you were gonna go with.
We out there was like somebody old school. Pinky XXX.
The love of your life.
The love of my life.
You fuck with Pinky? That's your shit?
That was my favorite one for the longest.
Can't bang with her, bro.
Back in the day, boy. Yup.
That's fine. I saw a video of her farting. I was done.
Oh, that wave, I can't get with.
What did you just say, bro?
There was she for some reason posted videos of her farting. It's weird.
Pinky? Mm-hmm. Not surprised, bro.
I wasn't surprised. It was just really weird.
It's like what we talked about
because people pay for that. That's also a kink shame. We can.
It's like it's like what we talked about in the last episode. It was like,
all right. So are you ready?
Yeah. What's up?
Nasty, hairy armpits girl with squirting orgasm with an oil massage, anal beads, feet fetish.
You're lying.
I'm lying?
Is that the name?
Or is it facts?
That's disgusting.
Bro.
But it's first off, the title's disgusting. Yes, I'm not tripping off the title being disgusting. I'm tripping off the fact that, like, where's the punctuation and where's, like,
Why aren't you? Why aren't you
There's no
grammatically
subordinate.
correct?
There's no subordinate conjunctions.
Nah.
There's no
You did
none
not
of that
pass
shit.
grammar school,
Bro, no, I just had like an epiphany. You know, we talking about like people having like weird, like we were already talking about the kink shame and stuff in the last episode. The thing that just really just hit my brain right now is there's a category called teen.
Yeah.
Why is that a category? Like when I was a teenager,
I think it's
I
weird
thought it
as
was
fuck
fine.
that like the primary most sought after age for sex workers is 18.
Yeah, I think
That's weird as fuck to me.
It
Cause I'm only
Very
24
alarming.
and I can't even look. Huh?
it's very alarming.
It's alarming as fuck, bro. I'm only 24 and I can't. It's physically impossible for me to look at an 18-year-old and be like, yeah, let me get that.
But the thing is, it's like you're.
I can't even look at a 21-year-old and think that.
You're either gonna be like, oh, this person is 18, this person is acting as 18, but you don't. But the thing is, you don't know because the title already says that. The title says,
No, those women have profiles on here, bro. You can check. It has their birth year and all of that.
oh, you deep into it.
I'm
gotta make
really
sure.
out here, bro.
He said, I'm out here. Look,
Cause think about it, bro. What were you doing in 2003?
2003.
You were watching Sam Raimi's Spider-Man, bro, eating Cheeto Puffs, and they were in the womb.
You know what I was doing in 2003? Looking at
I was so confused on what he was trying to go with.
He said, yeah, you were watching Spider-Man.
That's when these bitches were born.
I get you now.
These bitches
I
were
thought he
born.
was about to say.
Nigga,
I'm
I
on
was
track
fresh
with you
off
now.
Thomas the Tank Engine,
I thought
bro.
this nigga was gonna say, yeah, you watching Spider-Man. I was watching Spider-Man. Fuck these hoes. You are not the same.
Like that. Have you seen that meme of the two Spider-Men? People dressed up as Spider-Man.
And he
He's just like
smacks-
yeah.
See, bro, look at this. So if you go to categories, right?
Right. Let's talk
And
about the categories.
first off, we were talking about Pornhub falling off, and they did, but
These categories.
the site is more organized, and I appreciate it so fucking much
used to
because
be
it makes getting to my shit a lot easier.
It used to be a lot more like simple.
It
but
used to just be
complicated.
like all the categories alphabetized, and that was cool. But now it has them like separated by ethnicity, scenario, partners, LGBTQIA plus, actions, attributes.
attributes.
Yes, bro. The attributes is big tits, big dick, big ass, BBW, babe, redhead. I still don't know what babe means, to be completely honest. But
Babe, I guess.
Probably somebody that looks really young.
I don't know.
so anyway, if you go to scenario,
she's a total babe.
but back to the age shit we were talking about, like if you go to scenario, it says public, massage, popular with women, reality, and then it has babysitter, and babysitter has in parentheses 18 plus. Why?
Because they had the preface.
That's
I think
fucking strange.
it is
you gotta
strange,
preface
but
that.
you have to put that clarification though.
Yeah.
For legal reasons.
That's not what I'm saying, bro.
But
I
it
know
is
that.
weird.
I'm
It is
aware
weird
of
that people
It's
watch stuff.
weird.
It's
that
but I think it's also because like
hey guys, there's 18-year-olds here. Come fuck
yeah.
with us.
I think it's
That's
also
what
because like a
it
lot of the times like
screams.
older people that watch stuff
Guns.
like older people that watch stuff like that, they talk about like they always want somebody who's younger than I hate you. They always want somebody who's younger than the women that they're typically around. So if like you're like, I don't know, in your 40s, you want somebody that's in between like 18 to 20, or 18 to like 25 maybe.
That's still weird on its own.
I was in
Absolutely,
Target.
you're weird. But,
I was in, and it's funny because this is actually one of my topics.
What's up?
I was in Target. I want to say last week or the week before. I could have swore this was a father and his daughter. I turned around for a hot second because I'm like, maybe I forgot something. I'm sitting there thinking about it. Didn't forget anything. Actually, no, bullshit. I did forget. So that's neither here nor there, though. I turned back around, and this 40-plus-year-old man, clear as day 40-plus. And I'm being generous as fuck saying 40. And I'm being generous saying this girl was 19, too. Just start making out right there, tongue all in the face, and I'm just sitting there so fucking disgusted. Because first off, even if they were the same age, I'd be fucking disgusted. Relax. But I got on Snapchat. I was like, bro, I'm so disappointed. Go get with someone your age. What is it about you as a 40-plus-year-old man that you can't attract at least a late 30s woman?
See, but it's kind of the mix, right? It's not necessarily.
And if you're waiting on that bitch to get to 18, bro, you're just as bad as like if you were fucking her at 16.
It's the same thing we're talking about.
Sometimes
we mentioned the bad baby thing. We mentioned the bad baby thing in the past episode about folks waiting on her.
Yeah,
folks waiting on her to hit a certain age, and all of a sudden, boom, she's here. She go crazy.
Yeah,
folks be waiting.
I mean, yeah,
niggas need to be killed.
But I mean, even in like what you were talking about with why can't you get somebody closer to your age? Mm-hmm. I mean, they probably can. It's just a lot of people view younger people as hotter, so they kind of go for people that are younger. Yeah,
it's an infatuation with being young, because once you hit, like they say,
once you hit like in your mid 40s or something like that, you start to
because they say with dudes, they
start
say
to what?
You just start to, I don't know, not be that attracted to women that are.
No, you know the thing with guys.
Older, I don't know. It's something weird.
No, you know the thing with guys. They tell us that like when we reach 30, we're hitting our prime. Like we're him
right
at 30, and then
stop because I'm him now.
Exactly.
But go ahead.
But that's what they promote. That's what society. Y'all got me on. Y'all got me.
You're not the man till you're middle aged.
Yeah, you're not there. But then with women, it's like basically as soon as you turn 18, they're like, oh my gosh, I wish I was 18 again, and so on.
Because like society says, like if you're a woman, once you get towards like your 40s, you're towards your mid 30s, you're about to get like out of your prime.
And that's only with looks, which is low key fucked up. Like,
is that mid 30s?
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah, they say when
it's like I feel like that's a real special case. Like you're lucky if you're still in your prime as a woman towards your mid 30s.
No, I mean you're already. I mean 30 is
if you haven't already had kids. If you haven't already had kids and did that,
30 is like your max. If you haven't had children or any of that,
if you haven't had kids by your mid 30s, there's something wrong with you. That's how I feel.
Probably.
Unless you
unless you physically can't.
Unless you got strict ass morals and you one of them type of people, whereas like your religious beliefs are really in the way.
Yourself in the foot.
They try to promote now that you don't need to have children at all, really. So I mean that's why that's really how
I pretend like they don't exist.
Yeah, I mean that's just really how like lonely, sad people justify like not having children by the time they probably should have children. That's pretty much how they justify that. You're sad and lonely and old.
It'd be really interesting.
You try to make it seem like it's your idea.
Yeah. because they say like
it's not.
They say like women at that age are like the happiest they've ever been. They're not. They're sad.
As fuck.
Which is interesting because you know the actress Tracee Ellis Ross.
Yeah.
Like she's very decorated, very successful lady.
I would have to see a picture. I'm not good with names.
I got you.
Yeah, he gonna show you. But basically, this lady, she's like she's not married. Mm-hmm. She's not married. She I don't think she has any kids, and she's doing her own thing. Mm-hmm. She's looked at as like the epitome of women, like type of like, oh, she can do her own thing. She's a boss. She does her own thing, stuff like that, and with no kids. This lady's like in her 40s, 50s.
Yeah,
and
49.
Like, yeah, and she's like, and it's, according to her, like she's perfect. She's perfectly fine with where she's at. She don't need to be having all that stuff.
Oh,
yeah,
with the world's biggest fucking eyeballs.
Yeah. I know you're talking about.
So like, and the thing is, like if that person is genuinely happy, that person is genuinely happy with their lifestyle. But then it does go into what you're saying, like, are you genuinely happy? You have all these things, but like, it's kind of like,
because
what can you show for?
It kind of goes back to like first episode, I think, when we were talking about like
she looked like a sexy goose.
like scams and stuff like that. Like she might look this way on social media and stuff like that. Like, you might see her like this when she's out, but when she's at home, is she really like happy like that? Mm-hmm. Because I mean, there are some people that don't need to have a whole family and things like that, but they're not the majority.
No, the majority of them are putting on that fake, strong, independent woman front.
And so a lot of them look at her and they're like, yeah, this is the majority for all women, and it's not.
And the crazy, it's the minimal, like what we see on the internet.
Also, she's rich and you're not, so I don't know what you're
I don't follow nothing that rich people do because that's just gonna have you fucked up.
Because that's that's really the 1%. Everybody's following the top 1% of people, but in reality, we're doing the top 1% is not what we should be doing.
It's good to get inspiration from them, though, nice, but not to be like, I model my life after you. You are like the peak of what I should be.
Shit.
I mean, that's okay. Yeah. To like be like, yeah, I like you're here, and I want to be here too. But I mean, if it's not like, if you're not taking the steps to do that, then you shouldn't be saying it.
Like nobody knows the risk that it takes to get to that point, because I'm pretty sure to get to that point in your life and then still you're still not married with kids, stuff like that. You got a tight grip on your life, on what you're doing. There is no slipping up with her. Well, I guess with her it's kind of like you do your thing or whatever. Because I'm pretty sure you have plenty of opportunity. You may have dated plenty of people at some point, but it just wasn't working out for some reason.
Maybe she's crazy.
Here's the thing. Exactly,
that
bro.
might be the case.
Here's the
And maybe
thing.
she is
Here's
crazy.
the fucking thing. If all of your relationships not only end, but they end on bad or slightly less than neutral terms, you are the problem.
Yeah, you're the common denominator. Like
You are the only common denominator.
You are the issue.
You
But
suck.
a lot of the times they say it's not them, and society tries to
Man,
say
ain't
that it's
shit.
not them, and it's the dude's fault, and it's not.
But the
Bro.
but the wonderful thing about people like that is she's not the type to promote that. That's why I was like, she's a good example of people who can live their life and not and be low key. You ain't worried about it. Like that's why
Yeah, yeah.
I was like,
I
I was like clear that up before people be like, oh, he don't fuck with Tracy.
Oh no, no. I'm
I
not saying that. I'm
I
just-
don't because she looked funny. It has nothing to do with her acting.
that is absolutely
how she carries herself.
okay. Yeah,
That's okay.
I just don't like funny looking people.
Yeah,
Yeah, but the
but still, I mean, keep doing what you're doing. You know,
you.
you're successful and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
You just look weird.
Like, bro, squint your eyes at all times will be good.
He said squint your eyes at all times. But but the people that do promote that, it's like we talking about the first episode. We talking about the Miami hoes. Like people you only promote one side of the reality,
Yeah,
only one side of one thing, and then when you get to that point, that's when everybody's like, "Ooh, I need to do this." Like being an influencer at that height, you can really do anything. You can really do anything. You're like, well, shit, like, no. You know how Summer Walker was talking about I don't take baths. Next thing you know, host, I'm like, you know what? Maybe she's right. Maybe I shouldn't take baths. Maybe I should do this.
Is that an example, or did Summer Walker say that?
She actually did say that.
Summer Walker says she doesn't take baths.
She was like, it was a thing about
Does
her.
she shower?
No, it was like she does
doesn't
something
do either.
naturally. She did something. It was some weird thing that she does naturally.
You know what humans naturally do?
What?
Smell fucking horrible. That's what humans do.
Well,
Have you ever gone an extended period of time without showering?
I try not to.
Have you ever done it though?
Yeah, it's not a good time. No, it's not.
It's cheese everywhere. Everywhere.
a whole bunch
Jam.
of cheese.
Said cheese.
Cheese and jam.
What do you?
You look. You
I don't even
look
know.
and
Dick
smell. You will look.
Dick cheese
Look
got
and
schmegma.
smell like a fucking human charcuterie plate, and that's not a good thing.
not.
But you know what? You can do that, and if you're a
Niggas
woman,
still love Summer Walker too.
right? If you're a woman, people will be okay with it. There are people that will
Women can
buy
do and get away
women's
with so much
bath
shit, bro.
water.
They would drink the water.
They bought.
Depends on who it is.
They bought. What is her name? I forgot what her name is. They bought
Erica
her bath.
Badu.
No.
No, she sold
Her pussy
she
flavored
sold
candles.
Pussy flavored.
No, you're talking
Yeah.
about Belle Delphine.
Yes.
Yeah.
She sold her bath water. And people
Niggas bought it.
people bought it.
We finna.
It was a whole health hazard too, because it has to be shipped and it's her like disgusting stuff in
Yeah.
bath water.
I feel like I
Dead
need. I
skin
feel
and
like.
sweat.
I feel like whoever is viewing this, if they just seen the look of like disappointment that I had on my face, I was really like that. Really disheartened me. That hurt my heart to know that people do that.
Yeah, bro. Niggas do some. Humans are the worst.
Humans are
the
weird.
worst.
They have
Worst of the
there are
worst.
people that go and sell their underwear that they've worn for like 3 weeks and not showered or washed or anything, and people will buy them.
Niggas need their ass beat. They don't need their ass washed.
Nah,
they need
niggas,
their ass
niggas need to do
beat,
what my
bro.
little brother. My little brother told me. As soon as I walked into the house, this little nigga looked at me and was like, my little brother's autistic, by the way, so he just be saying stuff, by the way. But he's a high spectrum kid. This man looked at me and was like, "Bro, you need to go touch grass." I said, "What?" He said, you need to go touch grass. That's what niggas need to do. They
Yes,
need
bro.
to go touch
Niggas need
grass.
to get out the house.
Because I feel like people were already weird before the pandemic, but now I feel like the pandemic has just increased it.
Well, a lot of it also is like weird virgin people.
It's,
Like
And that's why we need Uber Skeets, bro.
that is true. Hey, but
Encourage
those
niggas to
people
get
need to go
outside.
touch some grass and get some ass and
touch some grass, get some ass.
do better with their life.
You gotta get off the interwebs for like.
Because I mean,
seconds.
it is like COVID really made a whole bunch of like incels.
A grown man sent me this, bro.
Beat them.
Beat them. Beat them. That's all I can say.
I mean,
You think it's cool, don't you?
I did like the build a little bit. It was a little nice. It was not. It's not something that I would have
You
in
want
my
it?
house.
You sure?
I mean, if you gave it to me, as
You
a
have a
gift,
whole keyblade. Are you sure?
I do have a keyblade, and
Do you
I need
really?
to hang that up.
He
You really
does.
have a keyblade?
He does.
That whole hard. Too.
Wow.
I'm saying it like I didn't buy it.
You did buy it for me.
But yeah.
But nah, you're like you can be on that. Like I'm speaking like shit like that. Did you want to go? That just brought me up a little topic that we can talk about. But I didn't know if you wanted to go ahead and hop into what you wanted to hop into. Remember, you said you had some.
How
had
long
some.
have we been doing it? So because we might need to take a break.
We are at about an hour 20-something minutes.
Okay.
No, we're at 20-something minutes for this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know about the thing.
He said 30. He said he's gonna be up here in like 30 minutes. So the audio doesn't cut off. Having little technical difficulties.
Gotcha.
What did you just say, bro?
Little technical difficulties.
I heard you say tentacle. Say tentacle again.
Tentacle.
Say tentacle.
We have a tentacle difficulties.
He's a disgusting human being, everybody.
Thank you.
The
But
things he's
yeah,
into is...
what was
I'm not disgusted. I'm him. And just
Yeah,
pause
bro,
for a second.
that's
Just
those
pause
two
for a
things
second.
aren't mutually exclusive.
Yeah.
You
No.
can be him and disgusting, bro.
That is absolutely true.
I mean, that is true. You could be both.
And he's like, you could be both.
He said, and I am both.
And I am both. Watch me transform it.
Oh my god.
Oh, so you just see tentacles shoot out from the screen.
No.
The man is nasty. The
man.
Everybody, the man is
That's
nasty.
why he's in therapy.
Yeah, you're
He
right.
needs to be in therapy.
I got my appointment on Tuesday.
Bro, tell us about that. How is therapy for you?
Man, when it comes down to that, therapy makes you, well, in my personal experience, it kind of makes you like think about it takes you into a deeper realm of like where your mind is. So like, say for instance, something that I was learning about myself is I may have like type A behavior. That's something
Okay.
that comes from like being a perfectionist. And
You
then
might
that-
need to explain what type A behavior
so yeah,
is
type
for the
A.
people.
So type A behavior for the people is like I can't give you specifically. I'm just going off the top of my head, but it comes out like perfectionism is a part of that. A person who always tends to want to be right. A person who's has a very strong personality. As a leader, it's good things about having a type A personality, but going off
The bad thing is people
Yeah.
want to beat your ass all the time.
yeah, nah,
That's what I was thinking when you said it. Always got to be right.
Dang.
always gotta be right. But it really give or take with some people, because some people you can be type A all the time. You can be the nigga that's always like, I gotta argue. I'm the leader. Don't say nothing. Yada yada yada. Don't roll with any type of punches. Or you can roll. You can choose and pick what you do. I realized that something with me, I was more perfectionist when it came to school. Every time we talk about school and stuff like that, he was always like, yeah, he'll tell me like shit that happened. He was like, yeah, did you hear about the one teacher or this one student that they used to do this behind the school and stuff like that? And I used to be like, nah. And he said, because that's you were focused.
That's because I said you went to school to pass.
I went to school.
They said no child left behind, so I knew I was straight.
yeah. So
I didn't have to worry about nothing.
Okay, bro.
So when it came down,
He went to school to
Said,
pass.
said,
I'm
we
not
can't-
getting left behind. Great.
he said, nah, we're good.
I can live life.
This man would tell me hella stories about high school, and I'll be like, nah. He was like, yeah, I was sitting here focused.
Yeah, bro. He heard he was safe and he started fucking on Asian shorties, which is exactly what I would have did.
Yep. If I would have known, I would be like, well, the thing is, I did know, but I still had that fear because I was like, I can't let nobody down. I can't let my people down.
Shit, I can.
And I had that. Yeah, when you have that parachute of being like, oh, everything is gonna be good regardless. I had that parachute, but just didn't put that in reality. And I didn't have that reality set in until
So you
after
put the
I
parachute
graduated.
on, got on the plane, and landed with the plane because you didn't jump out.
Yes.
No, he probably.
I flew the plane
He was
myself.
too scared to jump out.
The plane was everybody
he was
jumped out.
focused on
Yeah.
flying the
Everybody
plane.
jumped out the plane, and I was like, you know what? I can land this bitch.
No, he
Bro, I
was.
was just looking at your picture of the yearbook yesterday, and I was like, this nigga look focused.
You can see it on my face.
I was like, why are you fucking burning a hole in the lens with your stare?
But now all that shit ended for me when I went to college, which I feel like a lot of people deal with. You went from being a perfectionist in high school, elementary school, middle school, and then you get to college. You realize you're surrounded by the same motherfuckers. Everybody is here with the same type of energy, and you get tired quick. You instantly be like, damn, I'm kind of burnt out. I need to finish and do this shit the right way, but what's the fucking point? Like, what's the point? Because I can do this stuff outside of college. I'm not doing this for me no more.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like a lot of times you'll realize late, you be like, damn, I'm not doing this for me no more. I'm doing this for somebody else. I'm doing this for my family. I'm doing this
Bro,
for
the majority of people that go to college are not doing it for themselves.
Exactly.
Yeah. I dropped out.
And a lot of people think they are. Yeah. A lot of people think they're doing it for themselves. But
I came in with a lot of we're good. Yeah, I came in with a lot of with the experience of being like, what's our time looking like?
I don't know.
He's at 35.
Like, 35.
Oh, he's 35. Okay, bet.
I mean, like people, there are some people that go, because you had a goal in mind and stuff like that, and I did too.
Are we not taking a break?
I don't think we need to now.
Nah,
we're good.
Okay, yeah, we'll go smoke.
We can take a break. We can take a quick break if you need to smoke.
Okay.
We'll go on Zoom.
We ain't finna have a whole meeting.
Hell yeah, bro.
Middle podcast. All you just hear is so you got those beats for me, bitch ass nigga.
Nah, I do got some shit to.
Alabama is like, they're not even in the top 10 of most incest states.
No.
Yeah,
I
found
think
that.
Utah is number one.
Utah is for sure number
That
one.
sounds about right.
I don't know why people say I think it's just funny to say.
They said the
It's
South.
just- I think it's movies.
Yeah.
Movies do it.
Yeah.
Like Forrest Gump, stuff like that.
It's the
Yo.
South.
But
Shout out Forrest
they're not
Gump.
even, I don't even think they're in the top 15. They're in the top 20, I think. But yeah.
That's crazy. Whoever in the top 5 already.
We need to set the record straight.
set the
Like
record
states
straight.
in the- I think like West Virginia, states in the Northeast and out West are in like the top 10,
You got too much land and too much opportunity.
I guess.
No, you have too much land and no opportunity.
Nah,
You're
My options
definitely
are
banging on your
my
cousin.
options are limited. Damn, she thick.
Yeah,
That's your cousin.
You at the family reunion sitting next to your cousin. I ain't got no bitches.
You just trying to get away.
And then she's like, wow, that's crazy. I ain't got no niggas.
That's crazy. We're the same.
Wow. It's a porta potty.
We should
over
change
here.
that.
Well, like, no, you gotta think about it. So who are you related to again? Oh, okay. So you're the third cousin. Okay, say the list.
That's fine.
Appreciate it.
No problem. Yeah, you're on at like 37 minutes. So.
Say
We making good time then.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So we are back. We are back, and we are on. We just had some breaking news that Alabama is not number one when it comes to incest.
It is not, but I'ma still make the joke.
We will still say that the South wants to touch each other.
glad I'm not from the South.
When your options run out, you got to do what you got to do, I guess.
When your options run out.
And that's why we was talking about Pornhub, bro, because I will never be that down bad.
Nah, I just feel like
Plus, ain't none of my cousins bad.
it's
so.
a slippery slope. I feel like it's.
I already made sure. He's like, I had to check
I already went through.
beforehand.
I did ancestry, looked at my family tree, and just had to make sure.
Bro, so you know how I said we need to come out with Uber Skeets?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of ancestry, we need to do incestry, where it pulls up that don't, bro, I'm not done yet. It pulls up all your past family members that was bad as fuck, bro. On a side note, who did your hair, bro?
Huh?
Who did your hair?
Same person that did his.
Who did your hair?
Shout out to Brittany.
Shout out to Brittany.
Who, Brittany?
Brittany's a homegirl, man. She does real good shit.
Where she be at?
She be here. She in Memphis.
I can give you her stuff.
Yeah, you trying to get her done.
Okay, for sure. How much she charge?
It depends. How much was yours?
Mine
first?
was $120
Okay.
because I got mine locked.
Yeah. And then
Nah, my auntie do it for 40. We straight.
then
I'll wait till them
I'm
appointments
about to say,
open
if you
up.
trying to get a retwist, my girl do retwist. You trying to do, because that's what I had at first. I had the 2-strand twist.
How much she charge?
It really depends on your
Well,
hair.
for other people, because
No,
y'all
I'm
fucking,
not.
obviously, you're getting it for
Not
you.
me, but I think it was around, the last time I remember was like 35 to 40, something like that. It really depends on your
fair.
hair.
but a lot of but Brittany
My
also,
hair is borderline white now, so
Yeah, her, yeah.
But Brittany also, she washes and does all that stuff to it, so that's all added into it.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, that's what it was. Because she treated your boy. She did the whole 9.
So
oh shit, I
Yeah,
just my homie had a post on Facebook that said they're trying to cancel. Y'all know who Markiplier is?
They're trying to cancel Markiplier?
They're trying to cancel Markiplier.
For what?
For what?
This shit is so
is
fucking funny.
such a nice person.
I want to read what he said exactly.
Breaking news.
He
Right.
said niggas is canceling Markiplier for hiding his love for fat hoes. Is the funniest shit I've heard this year. No cap.
Oh, because of
So
fashion?
apparently, yeah, he had shame with the fact that he had a heavy woman, and now the world's trying to cancel him for it. We really are just in the comments laughing at it though, because that's a bit excessive. It's also funny that he's trying to hide his big junk. That's kind of funny to me.
No,
It's like, bro, put your shame away, bro. If you like big girls, you like big girls. Ain't nobody mad at you for that.
speaking of dumb stuff, like did y'all see the dude? Did y'all see the I think it was a Congress member. I don't know if he was in Congress, but it was the lady from Berkeley. She was a professor.
That
at
was
Berkeley.
twerking?
No,
Or are you talking about the other?
That was the senator
That was a senator.
Oh.
from Berkeley. I got a man's to go to Berkeley.
Yeah, it was.
I did not hear
It
you
was.
say
It was a
Berkeley.
black.
I'm
It was
not
a
gonna lie
black
to
lady. She was on there. Basically, you know when they have like the public can come speak to like the senators or Congress or whatever, and ask them questions. So she basically was like, talking about like the Roe v. Wade stuff. She was talking about like abortion, and she was like, "How do you like? What are your points on that?" And then he was like, on people not being able to have kids or something like that. And then he was like, He said, "You talking about women, right?" And she was like, "The LGBT." She was like trans men, and then he was like, "Women." Like, so they based the whole thing was that she was making a bigger deal about him not including trans men into people being able to have kids.
That's because they made a thing called.
They can't fucking have kids. Who cares?
Well, yeah, because
Exactly.
they made a thing because it's not when you talk about people that give birth. Apparently, they say it's not women.
That's opening up to because now you're
Well-
telling them they can pretend that they can.
Yeah, because they have they classify it as birthing person or something like that. Person that can give birth. They don't want to clarify that only women can give birth and not
only a birthing person.
Yeah,
So if you were born with a uterus, they're just like
You're not a woman.
they're
You're
taking-
a birthing person.
So basically, they're really disrespecting women because at that point you're taking the
but they're
woman
real,
out of it.
But
You're
they're
like,
real women, Ramel.
no, I guess women who
That's the thing, bro.
consider
You start
themselves
applying. You
biological.
start applying logic to the conversation, and you see how.
That's really
how
that's
often
really
they
how she was
contradict
looking. Because
themselves.
she was looking dumb up there. Like when he was asking that question, he was like, "You talking about women?" And then she was like, "You're not including. You're not." She was like, she called this man transphobic because he wasn't including trans men in the talk of birthing children.
Yeah,
And he wasn't even making it sound like that. He was like, "No." So I was on there, but he looked at her and he basically shut it down. But it was just the fact that she was so like distraught.
Yeah,
That's
they be
because
going a little
they-
over the top, bro.
but that's because they make a lot of that stuff like their life sort of thing. So like if you don't agree with whatever
That's
stupid
their
thing that-
entire identity, bro.
Yeah, they make that stuff their identity. So when you like go against that, it's pretty much you telling them they don't exist, which isn't true. But I mean,
Like, no, bro, you clearly exist.
He's
But
like,
we're,
no,
we're
just
not.
stupid.
We're not finna rewrite the perspective of 7.5 billion people for your fragile ass.
He was like, "Ma'am, you
Fucking
can have
ego.
a kid, but you want to give rights to the dude that can't have a kid."
yeah, but I mean that also goes into like sports and stuff like that with saying like women's sports and having dudes go in there. It goes into a whole bunch of other things.
He said
is-
trans men. Like, first of all, trans men, they're trying to be men anyway. Their last thing that they probably want to do is think about the fact that they can reproduce a child.
I mean,
I can't speak for all of them.
Not even that.
Well, some of them do want kids.
Some of them want kids. Some of them have kids, and then they, I don't know, confuse their children by saying that I'm your dad, and then they have this other person who is also because there was a couple, and they were both trans. They were just opposite, and this was confusing. So the dad
lost halfway
I did.
Funniest
So the,
shit ever.
So the dad had to breastfeed,
He
right?
got lost in translation.
Because it's confusing.
Hold on. The dad did what, bro?
They're both trans. They switch places, right? So the dad was the woman, right? They gave birth to the kid. So the dad was breastfeeding, and then the mother was the dad. It was really weird.
That just sounds complicated.
Shout
It
out to
does.
dad, mom.
Shout out to that.
It was weird.
I just feel like you give people too much time on their hands.
Oh yeah, I mean definitely.
The thing is, they're just not oppressed enough. That's what it is. You're not oppressed enough.
Fair.
I mean, we
very, very
like
fair.
with more because we're the freest we've ever been,
Yeah.
like in history, and with that comes people being able to explore new stupid things.
You're exploring different ways to be oppressed, which is
pretty much.
which is to be like be offended.
Hold on, Jackson. What's the Wi-Fi in this joint?
But yeah, like you real deal, like you're exploring different ways to be oppressed. And then because we don't have enough things to be oppressed about already that actually are happening in the world, but we choose not to focus too much on those.
Yeah, I mean they like providing a struggle for themselves, so they feel as though that they're different.
Everybody has to have a struggle.
I want to say it was Dave Chappelle. It was somebody that was talking about how they tie their struggles and oppression to like black people, and I was just sitting there like, bro, there's no comparison with that one. That's a Space Jam level reach, for real.
Not the Space Jam level, stretching the arm, but no, yeah, you are reaching like hard as shit, just to be offended when like, you could live your life.
Why is that what you would want? Because the thing is, bro, it's not even like we don't. And I'm not gonna say like there aren't homophobic or there aren't transphobic people, because there are.
Yeah,
It's not enough.
But me not
There's
agreeing
not enough
with
on
you,
the exactly.
me
bro.
not agreeing with you is not.
Because here's the thing: the majority of people don't fucking care.
Yeah. Like if I don't care and if
We
I
just don't.
like
So-
if I don't agree
It's
with
like-
you, that doesn't mean I'm transphobic or I'm homophobic. I just don't care. Like I don't have to go with whatever you want me to go with.
it's like putting it into the perspective of no. Like I feel like y'all fuck with this mindset. Like think about it like this: back in the day, if you weren't a Christian, they would be like, "You gotta go."
You're a buster.
You're like, yeah, you're lame. Like you're lame. We gotta convert you. If you don't want to be converted, you gotta die. Type stuff.
He said you gotta die.
You got it like on site. You seen
Get
how
the fuck outta
you seen
here.
you seen the Crusaders.
You're
The
done.
folks were not playing
You're a
about
witch.
Jesus.
You're done. Yeah, bro, you're a witch.
You're a witch. Burn them.
Yeah.
They weren't playing about Jesus back in the day.
If you
Now,
survive, you're cool.
now you talk about like, okay, cool. Like, oh yeah, I believe in Jesus. Like, well, I don't. All right, cool. That's on you. Like I'm like, yeah. If you want to talk about it, let's talk about it. If you don't. Nobody's gonna force it down your throat because that is becoming not something that you should do. Which is right. You shouldn't force anything down a person's throat. But when it comes,
Unless. Never mind, go ahead. My fault, bro. I'm sorry.
unless
It's
Who gonna-
Hoochie Daddy
who-
summer and I'm
who
on
gonna
demon
stop
time.
me?
Who gonna stop?
who gonna stop me? Who
Okay,
gonna stop?
but forcing stuff down people's throats. Continue what you were
But
saying.
yeah, that's basically the same thing with like the communities now that are very sensitive.
Yeah, I mean, you know,
It's not obviously it's not everybody, but the ones that do want that are pushing it down. But the thing is, you were like you're repeating history in a way that you didn't realize you're doing.
Yeah, I mean, you know, what is it? History is doomed to repeat itself, and it's just same thing, different topic. You know?
Doomed to punch bitches.
Folks will be like, "Oh," I said, "Oh, so you wouldn't date a transgender person?"
Absolutely
No,
not.
no, I'm straight.
and that makes you
bro.
transphobic.
Are you transphobic? Yeah, off with his head. You're a witch. That's basically what it is.
But it really is starting to be to where people just gotta say, "Yeah, I am," and then just move on with their life.
Yeah,
because there's no point of arguing with them.
Check this out, bro.
What's up?
I was at local on Thursday night, and I was sitting out there with this dude named Luke and this girl named Carlissa. Right? They're not together or anything, and I hope they don't ever get together, nigga. Because if her and her boyfriend fuck around and break up, nigga, but that's crazy.
He just sitting there listening.
We were
to
sitting
it.
outside.
You got him,
Bro,
boys.
they ain't finna watch this. We straight. I can say whatever the fuck I want. We were sitting outside, and this dude who frequents local regularly, he has a husband. Don't have a problem with that. My issue is this. He comes outside. So we're sitting on the upstairs back patio. He comes outside and starts sexually harassing the homie Luke. So Luke gets uncomfortable. Luke goes to the bathroom, and he's sitting there talking to us, and he's saying all types of wild shit, bro. Like, I'm gonna fuck the shit out of that white boy. I want to put my kids in his stomach. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do that. And there's also these two other auxiliary gay dudes that are just kind of like off to the left. They're like, who are you talking about? And then he's like, oh, this cute ass white boy that was sitting right here.
Luke sounds so aggressive with it.
He was very aggressive
That
with
shit,
it.
wow.
Luke comes back outside from the bathroom, and then the other two gay dudes and they're not small dudes, man. They're not. He comes back. Luke's not a small guy either, but we definitely gonna have to shoot that bitch up if they would have started getting crazy. He comes back outside and then they're sitting there smoking. They're like, he is cute. Looking at this nigga like he a snack for real, bro. And don't get me wrong, Luke, if you do watch this, bro, you are an attractive man. Fuck with you on that one, bro.
Shout out to
Straight
Luke.
up. Shout out Luke, bro.
Shout out Luke.
He got
attractive.
he got the Top Gun look going on. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like
Maverick.
Goose, but yeah, still Top Gun, still a good looking guy.
Yeah.
But it's shit like that because you reject the advances. Now you're homophobic. So my thing is, I get it, bro. You're gay. The rest of us are not like that. Respect it. You want us to respect you and your sexuality and how you choose to conduct your life. You have to do the same for us. The whole thing is reciprocity.
And it's always the
trans
bad
people are the
eggs.
same way.
It's
Trans
bad
people try to
eggs.
highlight, oh, you're not gonna date me because I'm trans. Like, yes, bro, that got something to do with it. That has something to do with it. That has something to do with it.
I mean,
So-
you have people that will start fights with you, right?
Yeah.
They'll start fights with you.
Oh shit! I hope you can
and
scrap.
They'll start a fight. They
hope you
lose. They lose, and it's one of a few things, right? There was a video of a dude that tried to fight this other guy, trans. Now, as soon as he hit him, all these people ran in. They were like, "You can't hit a woman. It's a man, right? It's a man." So, like they were just like, "You just
get my ass beat?
no,
you just hit a
gonna beat
woman.
that
You
bitch,
can't hit a
bro.
woman." But it's not a woman. It was a dude.
Can.
And so, I mean, you have all these things because, like, if you're gay and I get into a fight with you because you're sexually harassing me, I'm homophobic
No, bro,
now.
you chose to sexually assault a nigga that will hit you in the face.
Exactly.
That's your fault.
chose the wrong
That
fight.
is on you.
That is
Thought
true.
I was gonna fold.
But the
It just
thing
didn't
is,
work like that.
but the
Not
thing
doing
is,
none
right?
of that.
None
But
of
the
that.
thing is, how social media works. They're already on their side without knowing the story. What was it?
That's why I was telling you earlier, bro. The motherfuckers got so much
Yeah.
power. It's
Well,
not about. It's never been about
Trey
quality,
Rags.
bro.
Yeah, Trey Rags, right?
Love Trey Rags.
Trey Rags made the video of when you find out that the girl you were on a date with is trans. And he was like, well, I'm not going to have sex with you. You're trans. And he was like, okay, that's fine. I'm going to go to Twitter and let them know that you're transphobic. And he was like, but I'm not. That's not how this is going. They're already on my side before they know the story.
They don't even.
And
know
that's
half
It
of
so
it.
doesn't
true.
matter.
That is so true.
I do see a lot of people.
That's because
on Twitter
niggas is
retweet
stupid
shit.
though,
Like
bro.
I see,
Niggas are very stupid.
I see a lot of people that I know personally, and they'll retweet some shit, and I'll be like,
This person did this to me. What did you do?
yeah, nah, it
They
ain't-
always
it ain't
record
that.
when stuff is already going on.
Yeah, it'll be literally whatever like bullshit happened. They'll be agreeing. I'm like, do you really know the whole story? Yeah, I'm like, dude.
But that's because people go off of what they initially see, but don't care about context. Context never matters to the people that are on the internet.
Context is the most important thing.
But they don't go by context because what it does is it requires time. You need time for context. You don't need time to go off of your based emotions.
That's a quote. That's a quote right there.
Put it on a shirt.
Put it on the shirt.
So, that's why you have all these videos of like different shootings and stuff like that happen, right? And people go out and they protest or they like wreck a whole city. But
Without
once
getting
you-
the full context.
Yeah, but once you see the full context of the video, this person that got shot, they were being crazy. They were doing some stupid stuff. Mm-hmm. But by the time that video comes out, the damage is already done, and nobody talks about it anymore.
It's too many.
because
It's too many
everybody-
what ifs. It's too many. My bad. I cut you off.
You good? But I was just gonna end off by saying, once the deed is done, nobody cares once the context come out because it never gets brought back up again. It only gets brought up by the few people that waited and care about the context, and then those people are seen as the opposition because they want to provide the context. But everybody's like, well, we were already mad about this. Why are you trying to change what we know, but we never looked into it?
I think yes. I think it becomes a
Bro, niggas just want shit to be mad at.
it becomes a very
Absolutely.
slippery slope because then it's always like I say it's one side is this person's side, then there's the truth, and it's always covered in like when it comes getting to like the shootings and stuff like that. When stuff like that happens, obviously it's sad. You never want to see certain things like that. Social media and media in general plays a big part into that because the minute somebody black gets shot, it's all over the social media. You don't matter what the nigga did. It don't matter what he did, but the fact is he got shot, and that's the situation.
They only care if he's shot by a white person. though.
Exactly. But and then when it goes into that, which makes it more of a slippery slope, is that person got shot, but then they'll televise like a person, like a school shooter, some white dude or whatever. So whatever happens, and it happens to be a white person shooting up whatever. What people usually have an issue with is the fact that they would detain or shoot first the black person quicker, and then they'll be like, oh, this. Obviously, neither one of them should be getting shot quick sometimes. Like obviously, some people do need to get shot. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, nigga wilding, he wilding. Or whoever's wilding, they wilding. They deserve what's coming to them, unfortunately. But in a lot of situations, they want to detain and trial. That's what they only publicize. They don't put, like, you were like, you're a big person on get context, get research, do your research. And that's the problem with society and the media, is that they don't give, which they don't have to, but they choose to put out a narrative which creates this mindset of why Black Lives Matter is always protesting about somebody getting shot. You don't know what Lil Nunu did. You don't know if this nigga was really out here doing some crazy stuff.
Yeah, bro.
See, but
now that's
definitely
why
for sure
that's why
could
people
have been wilding.
That's why people be videoing so much now, because they're just like, we need the context.
But the thing is, they video it, but they don't provide the context, because they video it after stuff starts happening. They don't video what happened before. So if you're being crazy beforehand, they don't start recording until the cops put their hands on you. And then you don't have the context. That's why
then you gotta go to the cop cam and see what that nigga was doing.
Exactly. But if you go based off of what this one person videos, because they don't get the whole thing, they don't get the thing in the beginning. That's what people go off of, just that one person's video. And then when the whole context comes out with the body cam, then people know. But at that point, the damage is done. Nobody cares anymore. The other thing is, when you were talking about like the school shooters and like, just whoever, I understand that people look at that and think that it's a problem, but a lot of the times those people just give up and then they just walk out. I mean, at that point, once they give up and walk out, I mean, it's not like they go into the room while they're like shooting up the place and like end up doing anything. They don't. Most of the time, they just stop. And like you can see that in some of the body cams that they provide.
Yeah.
Like they'll be in a room and they're just not doing anything.
Yeah.
They just stop doing whatever, or they run out of bullets and they just give up. And so you'll have it and be like, well, this white person lived and they were a school shooter, but I mean, this person gave up.
They just stopped moving.
They just like they lay down on the ground.
Just walked in. He was like, "Yeah, I'm chill. I've already shot him up. Like it is what it is.
I've done my deed. Like I don't have to do anything else. Like and you compare that with somebody who you don't know the context of what they were doing beforehand, and then you think that it's a difference.
At this point, black people just need to, or whoever is a minority, just need to do more heinous crimes. Just need to do more heinous crimes, and then just stop doing what you're doing.
I mean, pretty much.
I think I think where it becomes a very slippery slope is the fact that you don't know who's good and you don't know who's bad. So it's always up in the air of what's happening.
That's why I treat everyone and everything like it's a bad situation or a bad person.
Yeah, that's why.
Until proven otherwise.
Yeah, because whenever I get pulled over, or something any rare time I've gotten pulled over, I'm chilling. I'm in that hole. Like I'm instantly putting on the.
Because I know I didn't do shit.
How you doing, sir?
Yeah,
it was wonderful weather.
There's nothing, but there's never anything to worry about if you're not doing anything.
Exactly.
Because like I get that like some people say like being being pulled over is like scary or whatever. None of that stuff scares me because like nothing with a human being can scare me. I'm really just chilling because if I know I'm not doing anything and you pull me over, regardless of how mad you were in the other thing, like you might have pulled somebody over and they might have been an asshole to you, and now you coming to me and you're mad because of them. It don't matter. I'm still chilling. I'm gonna have everything I need.
Already,
regardless of however you are to me, it don't, because the thing is, people think that you need to address them being rude to you right then. You do not. You can record, be chill, and then you can report it.
Yeah.
You don't have to be combative with them there because that doesn't do anything. A lot of people do it,
but make the shit worse.
Right. A lot of people do it to make it worse, so it goes on the internet.
You asking so many questions. You in the middle of it, and you and the thing is, we're already. It does come from the fact of generational things where you already have this mindset about the police. You already know that they're already on go. Like if you do something stupid, they're liable to shoot you. They're liable to already be ready to go. So the thing is, the less chances you're making, the more chance you have of living. I don't think I'm finna get shot when they pull up to me. Yeah, I get a little nervous. I'm just like, they're nervous. I'm thinking because they're seeing media just like I'm seeing media. They may give you a briefing of the streets and everything, but they still makes you uncomfortable I believe as a cop if you're seeing like, oh, one of this precinct over here was out here being racist and doing some dumb shit. And like you got like Sandra Bland, George Floyd, all the people that were going through the shit that they found out and folks got locked up for. That makes you want to go. If I was a police officer, yeah, I'm nervous walking up to somebody's car. I was watching some video the other day and they were like, that's probably the most dangerous place for them is when you having to pull a person over because you never know what's in the car.
Well,
and so,
that and domestic stuff. But
April 14th, 2020, I went grocery shopping with my homie. Pulling into my neighborhood, right? And this cop swings a U-turn. It's a sheriff, too. Mm-hmm. Here's the thing. The sheriffs be fucking up, and they don't know that I'm hella tight with their supervisor. But that's neither here nor there. So, when you conduct the traffic stop...
Call your daddy, nigga.
even if you're pulling somebody over for what's not supposed to be a traffic stop, and they might have a warrant or something, or they're perceived as violent, you still have to conduct a traffic stop. Like lights, sirens, you have to do all of that. Mm-hmm. He didn't do any of that. And I had the top down, right? And I was driving a Honda S2000. You could see everything in the car. There's only really enough room for two people.
Like, sir, do you
because it's a two-seated car. Yeah. So I pull into... He didn't ask me any questions. I pull into my driveway, and he stops, and I'm looking in my rearview mirror and my side mirror. I can't see him. So I turn around, and his gun is less than a foot away from my face. Jesus. Already drawn. Finger on the trigger. That's a problem. Mm-hmm. So you're not supposed to touch... Your finger isn't supposed to make it near the trigger unless you intend to kill what's on the other side of your gun. That's a violation.
Why are you anticipating so quickly?
Exactly. And then I was like, I haven't given you any trouble. I didn't run from you. You're also in my driveway. And if you come off that trigger wrong and shoot me in the face in my driveway, you're aiming very low. That's a very survivable shot. And that's going to do nothing but piss me off. We're going to have huge problems.
I'm missing teeth.
No, your ass. You're going to have huge problems. I take it back. I'm going to have huge problems because I just got shot in the face. That's neither here nor there. But that's the shit that makes me mad.
You come back like 50 Cent. It's fine.
His name's David Rook. David Rook is one of the supervisors for the sheriff's department. Mm-hmm. He informed me that their body cams don't turn on because they're connected to the car. Mm. So they don't turn on or start recording until the sirens or the lights come on. He didn't do any of that. Neither did the other officers that showed up. So the canine officer shows up. His lights are on, so his body cam is active. Their whole demeanor changes. Whole demeanor. They're nice now. They're asking questions. They want information. Like, bro, I don't want to talk to you. I'm already in the back of this bitch in my head. Like, and mind you, you were back to this is really just. I went into this story because you were talking about being nervous, being pulled over. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I didn't even get pulled over. I had this nigga's gun in my face, and I wasn't nervous at all.
You in your driveway?
In my driveway, bro. My neighbors are outside watching this shit happen. Shit's embarrassing. So, I didn't experience fear or anxiety throughout that entire ordeal. Complete rage. I was like, you're a rookie. I can tell. And I could kill you right now. Because you're not seasoned enough for this. You're lucky I don't. And the only reason I don't is because I'd only get to do it once. That's it. That shit aggravates the fuck out of me. So nobody can sit here and tell me, oh, it's not all of them. Fuck that.
It's all of them.
Fuck that. And no, it's not. It's not all of them. But the fact that it doesn't have to be all of them because it was just that one cat at first, and 5 others pulled up ready to be on that same shit, and it took one person to do the right fucking thing. They could have potentially saved my life.
Evaluate their homies.
So of course not.
If your homie ready to shoot, you ready to shoot.
And here's another thing that people ask me all the time, like, yo, why aren't you a police officer? Because I have morals and integrity that are above that of the governing
like the most immediate governing force over society, which would be police. So let's say we pull somebody over, right? Me and my partner. And he gets out and his hand touches his gun, so does mine. I'm looking at you, though. If they haven't done anything that warrants you drawing your gun, I'm going to draw on you. If you shoot them and you don't have a reason to shoot them, I'm going to shoot you. I don't fucking care about your badge. I don't give a fuck how long you have in the game. You die. That is it. That is the end of the story. It is clean cut paperback book for a 5-year-old to read. It's 7 pages.
And you be in the right. But the crazy part
100%.
is you be in the right.
I'm going to prison for the rest of my life.
Yeah, and media's gonna paint you like a villain.
100%.
100%.
I'm fully with that.
And it's not even just that.
I'm okay with that.
You go to jail, you're already at a disadvantage because you're a cop.
Not when they hear about what I did.
Sometimes, yeah.
Hell no. They're gonna be like, yo, what? They're gonna be like, what you do, officer? And then I'll be like, nigga, I shot one of them niggas. What's
we
up
talk
with
about
you?
that. It reminds me. I got one of my frat brothers. He's a cop. I was just hanging with him the other day.
Shoot
on my
that
birthday. He cool as hell. And then
He
cool.
was.
Yeah, he cool as hell. He was in there chilling with us on my birthday. So I was gonna be like, I told him he needed to pop up on the podcast. He said he would. I told him he need to pop up on duty. I said, you need to pop up on. I need you to be on duty, sitting here chilling. So when you get a call, we know you gotta go. You gotta go.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was like, all right, we'll set it up.
Yeah, we can talk about gangs and some more shit.
Yeah, but like, he in the Memphis, he particularly in like the Collierville, like nicer areas and stuff like that. But in the day,
So he'd be bored.
really,
Yeah.
He be going to get cats out of trees and
I
shit.
love doing shit like that. Boy, I love that. If I went to the middle,
the only thing about
Memphis is over. No,
Yeah, the only thing about that, right? The only problem is you in a chill area, you don't have to do nothing. But then when you get one of those bad calls, you have
whole day off.
you don't have experience.
You haven't had no call in the last 7 months.
Right, you have no
And now-
experience with that.
Now there's
was
three
homeboy that was
three
bad
armed
gun
and
at your
dangerous
face.
shooters.
Nah, he was probably new, like super new, just got out from like.
You fucking
being-
had to be, bro.
Yeah.
He's looking for action.
What
Here's
year was
another thing that pissed me off about this
year
was
did you say?
2020.
2020. Yeah, and then the other thing too is around about that
Pandemic.
time, huh?
I was like the pandemic niggas.
Well, yeah, but around about
Fresh
that
into
time,
it, April.
Yeah, around about that time, there were people just going around killing cops. They were sitting in their cars too, and a lot of them were like spooked.
Here's what they told me was
Not justifying
apparently,
what he did, though, I'm just saying.
apparently
I
they
feel
were
you.
looking for a stolen vehicle. The day before, they had a high-speed chase with the car, so on and so forth. So I was like, you just followed me for the past 2/5 of a mile. I didn't run from-
life.
if I- if
you
I-
didn't even realize it.
No, I realized it.
Oh, you saw
I
it?
watched
Oh.
him. He swung a U-turn the second I passed him.
I take that back. We're black. We know when they're
So,
following you.
yeah, of course.
You know when somebody behind you. Like,
So I'm like, if I ran from you yesterday, why wouldn't I do it today? That's number one. Number two, if you run a high-speed chase with a vehicle, you know what it looks like. Mm-hmm. And my car doesn't look like everybody's car. Then the canine officer that shows up tells me, he's like, sorry, they thought you were in a stolen car. They assumed you were armed and dangerous. We're looking for a black hatchback. Do you know anything about it? And then I was like, my car is topless. How do you mistake that for a hatchback? So I was like, you have this guy out here with his gun in his hand, running around looking for what he doesn't know.
thing is that he
doesn't know what he's
he didn't even
looking
say
for.
words. He just had the gun right there. You would at least be like, okay, put your hands up. He didn't say nothing to you, but just
Bro, a GTA cop.
Bro.
The thing is, he
didn't say nothing.
You probably didn't even hear the. He already had that junk cocked. He pulled that hoe out.
Yeah, bro.
ready.
There's one in the chamber.
He was like, look, I'm shooting somebody today. It's you.
Here's the thing, bro.
No jokes on
Any police that might watch this, bro, if you're gonna shoot me, do it anywhere but at my house. Don't do that shit.
That's really
So
disrespectful.
my pops was at the crib.
That shit. That's disrespectful.
He was asleep. He had no clue until I had told him what happened. He was like, "Damn, I'd have came out and shot him." And then I was like, "That would have been nice.
Thanks,
Next
Dad.
time, do it."
Next time, stay
Thanks,
awake.
Dad.
Next time, be ready.
No, he was sleeping before work, just getting a little nappy.
Nah, he ain't that Angie either, because he would have came out on some rah stuff. They would have lit him up off strength.
Yeah, at the time, it was just Officer Calhoun. So he would have had to pick one. He would have had to pick
If you would
one.
have changed, if you would have changed direction, I'm right here with
He
you.
had a blick and I had a blick. You can't. You're not dual wielding. You're not. You know what I'm saying? We got 2 hammers. You got one.
The man pulls out the taser.
Some of them don't have tasers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, some
I don't think he had one.
some departments they don't have budget for it.
Nah, well,
Tasers are expensive as fuck.
I guess
Yeah.
more. I guess more to that.
Especially, it's mainly the cartridges.
Yeah.
That are the expensive part.
I guess more to that is keep your eyes open and don't move too quick. Because in that situation, he would have moved too quick. That would have been over with. We wouldn't be seeing him, which is
Because I mean, anytime I get pulled over, I've already because I got all my stuff in my glove box.
Yeah.
So I already just grab it and I set it up on the thing. And as soon as they come over, they start talking. I start talking, and it is what it is.
I usually just diffuse it. I usually just have like casual conversation. How you living, my boy? Like what's going on? Like and they'll be like, do you know why you pulled you over? Like, no, what's going on? I instantly.
I usually know why they pulled me over. I run a lot of red lights.
We know.
A whole lot of red lights.
We know.
Oh yeah, y'all run. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
But yeah,
Yeah, I run red lights, stop signs. Sometimes my tags are out, bro.
I did.
I'll
Have
do
a
that
tag
shit when I
light
get
out.
to it.
I had to have a tag like I got pulled over, and then I got pulled over right next to my like college. I went to MTSU, by the way, and so out in that area is a big college town. Cops are everywhere, and they be ready, boy.
They be thugging.
And I was just trying to figure out where I was going because I had lost track of where I was trying to get to. I was going to one of my homies' cribs or something like that. And then I was just driving around the neighborhood, and all of a sudden, cop was like, "I seen you over here. Do you know where you're going?" And he was like, and I was like, "Nah."
that's happened to me again.
I was like,
I was
like,
in.
nah, do you know where I'm going? Bro? Help me out.
I was lost and my phone wasn't working right. I couldn't use my GPS right. And I was in like this real white neighborhood. And somebody called and they were like, well, I'm like literally the only black person I saw that was
I
there.
literally made one. The crazy part, I literally made one turn into that. I made one turn, and all of a sudden the cop was right
I
there.
was driving
said,
around
"Damn,
because
that was quick."
No, I was trying to find a party that I was supposed to go to. And it was in the other neighborhood. But yeah, he came up and he was like, do you know where you're at? And I was like, absolutely not. And he was like, well, where are you trying to go? I was like, I'm trying to go to my friend's house. And he ended up guiding me where to go. I was like, did I do something wrong? I was like, no, they just called and said that there was a suspicious person outside. And I was like, oh, it's because I'm black. All right. And he laughed.
I mean, that's
he thought it was
though.
funny.
Like,
I mean, because I mean, you know, because even
we look at them suspiciously, they look at us suspiciously.
yeah, I mean, even when like, I think it's better if you make somebody laugh to defuse the situation because I mean they're already on edge, right? So even if I make a joke, I mean, even if it doesn't land, I mean, they know like I'm chilling because I don't care. But I mean, he showed me where to go. I used his phone, and he showed me where to go. And,
That's why I say everybody's not all
everybody's
bad.
not bad. It's just the bad ones stand out the most.
No, bro, they're all bad. Y'all remember Taylor Phillips? We went to high school with her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She put a post on Facebook that says she's a 10, but believes in astrology, aliens, healing crystals, and smokes weed. What are y'all rating that?
Smoke weed part I'm cool with.
I know that, bro, but we talking about the whole shit.
I was going down the list.
All in one.
I was going down the list.
Definitely a 4.
All in
Nigga
one.
being generous.
All in. You're like
Only because I believe in aliens.
4. Yeah, I think a 4 is like that's because if you too deep into it, like to where like you look at you're like, what's your sign? Cancer. Oh, I can't mess with you. I'm like, wow, you're so sensitive.
You make me want to hit you.
And I'd be like,
Anytime you say
You
like
just-
this,
Because
Snap me.
that shit is stupid.
it is.
No,
It's-
it is.
it's
That
stupid.
shit is like special needs.
And the thing
It's
that's
fuck.
crazy is with how the stars work, most of them have already shifted, and the ones that you look at are not the sign that you're looking at.
Most of them shits have exploded.
Yeah, they've already died.
They're not
But
actually there anymore.
most of them you can just read. If I went and read like Gemini Zodiac, and then
Oh, they hate us.
no, the thing is I can read that off, and then
You can find- you can find 10
guess
good
that.
things. You can
I can
find
make a
10
person
good
guess that, and
things.
they'd be like, "That sounds like a Scorpio."
Yeah, no, I've done that. I've done that to people.
People ask me
And
my
then-
sign, I'll be like, yes.
I lie all the time.
Yeah. No,
I
somebody
let them
guessed.
guess.
Somebody guessed wrong 6 times, so half the year is done. You already got half the year out of there, and then they guessed Sagittarius, and I was like, yes, and they're like, I fucking knew it. You're exactly like a Sagittarius.
You
I was
took
like,
too long.
I was like, that's crazy. I was born June 15th. You're fucking stupid.
Nah, I don't do that. I let you
It took
go.
you too long.
I let you
One time
dig a
somebody
hole
guessed
for yourself.
Yeah, somebody
they'll
guessed
be
9 months
oh,
wrong one time.
yeah. They're like, oh, you're a Sagittarius. I'm like, definitely. And then like, well, you act like this, and this. It's like, yeah, well, I mean, I'm actually a Cancer, but like, you were really close. And then like, oh, well, you're definitely a Cancer. And then I switch it up again. And then by the time they get down to it, like, you have no idea when.
What the fuck you're talking about?
Because I'm just like, oh, well, I act like this. Cool, I'm this.
You're like, oh, but your grand moon,
I was like, y'all are trying entirely too
your
hard.
rising moon is Sagittarius,
And
but
you make me want to hit you every time. Like even you saying that, and I know that you don't
It
believe it. It
absolves
makes
people
me
of
so
having-
irritated.
aggressive.
It absolves all responsibility.
It absolves people of putting in the time to figure out who you are as a person.
Absolutely.
And your relationship with the experiences that you've had over the course of your life.
I mean,
Because
it
that
takes-
shit requires time and effort, which nobody wants to do. Everybody looks at astrology like, oh, I can just look at this and it'll tell me everything I need to know about this person.
If we're compatible, then that means that
Shut the
nothing can
fuck
go
up,
wrong.
nigga.
Nothing. That means
Absolutely not.
absolutely nothing can go wrong.
And but
Bullshit.
it also takes away accountability because you're just like these people, and it's also a way for people that are terrible in relationships to put it on the other people.
Yeah.
It'd be like every person I was
we
with
didn't work
was a
out
Gemini.
because they were
right. We're like, well, they're a Gemini. That's why all my
they were
relationships.
Leo, so they were too arrogant. So I just couldn't deal with that.
Meanwhile, you're only going for people that are of this sign, and then you say, well, the only reason these didn't work out was because they were this sign.
Or the one where whoever do or whoever they were with, regardless, they'd be like that. My last relationship was with a Sag, so I can't do Sages anymore.
You know what's crazy? That they use that whole shit to like be like, oh, my intuition's accurate. You couldn't see that nigga finna play you, fool.
Your intuition ain't that good. Like,
Your intuition's
not.
weak as fuck.
It's really not.
it's months.
Cause I know niggas. I ain't gonna say no names.
Same.
So it's this nigga named Aaron who uses that shit to, like I won't. Who uses that shit specifically to get laid, and it works so
like a plan.
fucking much.
I've
It
met
works
people.
so much. He will go up, clear as day, and be like, "Baby, what's your sign?" And they'll have the whole astrology conversation, and she's ready to fuck because she tells him, and then
I'm
he's
a
like,
Virgo.
and then he's like, "Oh, I know that." And this shit is genius. This nigga's a master. This nigga learned astrology specifically to use it as a weapon, and I respect it.
that shit funny.
And
I've seen people do
I used to
he
be
knows
heavy
what's
on astrology
compatible
at one
with
point.
what she's gonna say, so he'll say that, and he knows everything about whatever. He knows everything about all the signs, so he'll just say that he is whatever is hyper compatible with whatever she chooses,
We got
and
on
it
time.
works.
Yeah, I mean it's 6:18.
Okay.
Word. And yeah, he's banging cheeks out after that, off of that, and
Going crazy.
that's not my game. That's not for me. That's not how I choose to operate. I can't knock him for it because I will say it's very calculated
I mean,
and it's
it is
effective.
smart.
And it's a good thing to make you bitches stop with the astrology bullshit. Cause it's getting y'all fucked.
Just getting y'all fucked.
It's getting y'all fucked, actually. Yeah,
you
yeah.
don't.
Use it to weed out who's non-compatible. Yeah, alright. Okay. What you gonna do when you run into Aaron?
Hot girl summer ain't looking too hot. Niggas out here
No,
learning
bro,
the
it's
game.
very lukewarm. It's very lukewarm.
Niggas out here learning the game, making
Yes,
people
bro,
look
yeah.
stupid.
What was the other part of it?
The other part of it? Other part of what?
What you were the other like categories
It
you
was
said on there?
she astrology, aliens, healing crystals, and smokes.
I don't like those crystal things
the
either.
crystal. The crystal shit is this. You want to know why those stones are different colors and different hardnesses? Because they come from different parts of the world, and the color is based off of the imperfection or insecurity of the structural integrity of the stone. It has
about right.
nothing to do with healing. Has nothing to do with energy transfer. Because if you were to send any level of kinetic energy through something that is strictly based off of potential energy, it'll shatter. That's not transference.
I mean, a lot of it too is like mental stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So like if you,
Mental illness.
it is mental illness, but it's one of those
Yeah,
things
anybody
to
that
where if
believes
you
in healing
believe-
crystals is mentally ill. You heard it from Derek first.
Absolutely.
heard it.
Hey, I worked at a mental health institution, so I know all the crazies.
I know it's all the crazies.
But no, like it's one of those.
Signs.
It's one of those things to where like if you believe so much into it, it becomes healthy for you. Like you can.
So.
It's like faith. It's like having faith.
It is
it is
not like faith.
Never
it's
mind.
one of those things to where like you can, if you're, what did they say? A broken heart can actually affect you.
Yeah.
If you're
you can
going,
die.
yeah, not that. I'm talking about in a relationship.
You can die.
Well, yes, but
Because
like,
if a relationship ends, they say that feeling is adjacent to losing a loved one,
right? And it can be
so much
physical to your
stress
body.
on your heart that the tendons inside it will snap, and
Right.
you will not be able to pump blood through your body.
right,
Love
but
that.
it's also like that, vice versa for the healing stuff.
Yeah.
Where if very strong emotions can affect your body in different ways. And that's what they kind of use. I mean, it's still stupid, and they're still.
I did kind of put it on.
It's
that,
placebo as fuck.
I did put it on the same level as I was having this. I had a conversation with my girlfriend. I was like, because, her like she's like a Christian spiritual type of person, and then her mom is really spiritual and spirits and stuff like that.
Which?
And then she actually is.
I know you told me.
Yeah. So
So are we getting the fire? Or we getting the rock?
getting the fire to rock. But no, when it comes down to it, because I don't.
Bury you in the ground knee deep with a stone your ass.
But context. Not don't know like voodoo. Like let me dive in and like cut off this person's like.
She don't have a book.
Yeah, not on that type of level. But on the like the typical spiritual stuff, ancestors, crystals, all that stuff, burning the things and all that stuff. So yeah, obviously I come from a Christian background. I don't believe in a lot of stuff like that. But at the same time,
Wait, pause that time. You said burning the things. I remember I went to this girl house one time, bro.
can't be at burn sage instantly when you walked in. She said no.
Yes. She was like, I'm sorry, I haven't cleaned up in a while, and in the living room was shit all over the floor. It's not a lot of shit on the floor. It's like it wasn't that bad, but she was like, let me get the energy right. She pulled out a thing of sage and lit it. She started coughing so fucking much. I was like, I'm going home. You tried it.
Oh, I can't. But
I wanted to try it though, cause them crystal bitches, they can suck the shit out of dick. I was really just trying to see what that was about.
he was like,
I had to wait until
like
later on.
you got childhood trauma. You can suck some good dick. You're like,
It's a crazy fact.
You know what they say about the crazies.
All right, but go back.
But yeah. So when it came down, that's why I put it on the same level. Not on the same level, but not really. Like when it comes to people that whatever faith you are, whether or not you're Christian, Buddhist, Hindu, whatever you're into.
Bitch made.
Bitch, if you believe in being bitch made.
There are some.
It's a few.
Yeah, bro.
It's more than a few.
It's more than a few. But
yeah,
but basically on that, I feel like that's basically the substitute for like when a lot of people fall off of their actual faith when they're like, you know what, this God stuff not working for me no more, bro. Like these crystals, these crystals,
These crystals,
like,
These achieve.
like these get me where I need to be, bro. Because God obviously hates gay people and he hates everything else. And then so if he hates everything else, but these crystals they don't judge.
God, you've been replaced by your
I
creation.
just want you to know the more you talk, the more it proves the point that they are mentally ill.
Mentally
people.
fucking ill. Wait.
But
Do you know
I say
anything about crystals, bro?
I do. I know a little.
Do you know what moldavite is?
Moldavite? I don't know.
Moldavite is
names.
allegedly the most chaotic stone you can get.
Jesus.
It's supposed to turn your life upside down. Somebody told a story about how she bought a piece of moldavite and she wrecked her car and her dad died and all this extra shit within 7 hours after getting the stone. So I went with this girl I used to kick it with. We went to the stone shop on Madison. And that's when she told me the story.
She instantly grabbed that bitch and was like,
I said, do you have any moldavite? She was like, yeah. It was small pieces. And my homegirl held it. And then she was like, oh, my arm's burning. It's itching. And then I was like,
no.
I was like, give it here, bro. I was like, give me all the pieces of moldavite you have. I held them. And
I want
I
a
just sat
chaotic
there.
life.
And then I was just like, I don't feel anything.
His life is
So that
already
either
chaos.
makes me God or you're dumb. That's what the fuck that
So
means.
that's what
That either makes me God or
what
you're
it
fucking
is
stupid.
his life is already chaos. It can't do any worse.
He was like,
I guess so. Like, what the fuck?
But no, I mean,
But I ordered a piece. I ordered a 6-gram piece of Moldavite. It's been sitting in my house for the better part of a year now.
man, it's like
Nothing. No, it hasn't changed.
they don't do anything.
They don't do shit.
That lamp that I had,
Yeah, the salt one.
yeah,
Yeah.
it does nothing. It's just there to
It's a
look
lamp,
at.
bro.
It's really just a lamp. Like on the thing, it's like it has healing properties. It gives good energy. All this other stuff. I got it for Christmas, and like it wasn't important. I didn't do anything for it. I got it for Christmas.
I think
Crystals are one of the most effective and lucrative scams
Absolutely.
of
get
the
cheeks.
past couple years.
to get cheeks.
To
according
get-
to your
you
friend.
can
For sure, bro.
Anything,
I could
yeah.
go spend like $20 and have like 30 different rocks that's gonna get me laid, bro.
Bro, that shit wild.
Just,
But
That
that's what,
motherfuckers is finna flap lips.
that's why I was saying like it's becoming like it's basically become a new religion for people. Like you like because the thing is you're gonna put more. You're
it's
putting
been a
your faith.
religion.
Yeah, well, yeah. You putting your faith into something, and then that's what it is. You're gonna deny everything else because this is gonna promote what you want to do. You're not because you only want to do what you want to
That
do.
shit's weird, bro. Just do it yourself.
Yeah, you
I mean, but you can do it with anything. I can
can do
have
that,
a
yeah.
I can literally have a lucky penny, just a penny. Doesn't do anything. But
You
as soon
can
as
revolve
good,
your whole life around that penny, bro.
as soon as you get good stuff that happens to you with the penny, you automatically think
It's like-
it's
it's
that.
like-
you accept bad things. It's the will of
It's
the
like
penny.
it's like your favorite.
I flip it. If it lands on head, I'm good. If it
like- it's
lands
like-
on tails, I'm having a terrible day.
It's like having your favorite pair of like shoes or like socks or some shit. Like that one piece of that one underwear. You know, you put these hoes on, you finna have a good day. You like it's gonna be a good day. I'm finna be comfortable.
I don't wear drawers.
All right, you know that good pair of jeans or pants you about to put on with no underwear.
I feel
I
it.
don't wear pants.
No, I don't
Yeah,
wear
no, I know what you're
underwear,
talking
but I wear like athletic shorts as my underwear.
Yeah.
Because it's just way more comfortable.
you
There's
just-
the netting, everything's way more secure. I
know
don't
what
have
you're
to worry about the tip sliding through some weird ass hole in the front and sliding across my zipper. I'm safe. I'm safe. Yo, okay.
Why your shorts so
no,
loose?
no, not my shorts. I'm saying, you
He's
know,
talking about
underwear have
his
dick
underwear.
hole,
Why your
bro.
underwear so loose?
What you mean, why they so loose? Nigga, you ain't never wore boxers?
I had to throw them hoes away. I ain't gonna cap. Boxes,
Bro,
is not the way no more.
bro, briefs. Even briefs have the little
Briefs
hole
do
in the
that too,
front.
so-
Breeze got the hole, but I'm still secure.
I mean, yeah.
So Derek, I'm not talking to him no more. This is just you and I. This is just you and I. I.e. niggas with meat, because he's never experienced that, right? So you're not gonna sit here and tell me your meat's never come out the front, bro.
I mean, I know
it hit
exactly
the
what you're talking
denim.
about.
You know the tip against denim feel.
It's actually terrible.
I know
horrible.
the feeling. I
Like,
know what you're talking about, but
yeah.
I'm just
Now
saying,
he
but
knows the feeling.
No, but the thing is, I had to switch up
Now
all
he
my
knows
shit.
the feeling, bro.
But no, when I got older, I threw away all my boxers. I realized them shits were not.
It's
it.
not it, bro.
It's not it.
If you're gonna wear boxers, you may as well replace them with shorts, like athletic shorts that have the netting.
Yeah, you'll be good. You'll be.
There's no
better off
reason
with
not
that.
to.
But no,
Only drawback to having those shorts though is when you go swimming, niggas can for sure see the meat. Like the second you get out the pool, it's a delicatessen, like for sure.
oh, his dick out.
Pretty much, bro. I forgot about it last time I went swimming. I got out, I was like, damn,
There's a
I
kid
do
out
have
here.
a dick.
What do you say? There's a kid.
There's a kid here.
Nah,
Immediately, police.
Mommy, what's that?
Look away, Jimmy. Look away. Avert your eyes. No, yeah.
That shit's funny.
Goddamn.
What were we on time?
Schmeat
We
City.
are at 6:29.
Okay,
So what we stopping at? 6:30, 6:37.
that's fine.
That's where we at. All right. But shit, that's crazy. Niggas out here blessing. But the thing about the crystals, like I like what they tried to educate me on when it came to crystals, was that you have to do them a certain way. You gotta charge your crystals. You gotta put them in the sunlight. You gotta let the natural things get into them because you can't just buy them hoes. And
You
be
can't
like,
just connect it to the Bluetooth.
Nah, I don't think it worked like that. Damn.
I've been doing it wrong.
Imagine that's funny. Imagine,
Bro, shut
imagine I did that shit like with the Lord. I was just like, you know what? I'm praying. I'm like,
Yeah, I gotta charge Lord up real quick.
let me charge him up real quick.
Then you start talking
Mag
to
safe
you.
Jesus.
Bro, I'd be scared.
That's the first time you hear God. He's just like, finally, you've charged me.
Finally. Boy, I would.
I've been waiting.
I'm like, why
1,000 years I lay dormant.
I didn't think you gonna sound like this. He's like, damn, I'm thirsty.
Bro, watch God sound like Joe Pesci.
I thought you were gonna say Joe Rogan.
No, Joe Pesci from Goodfellas.
Yeah.
Nah, imagine you sounded like Dave Chappelle. Nah, nigga.
Gotcha, bitch.
You thought this was real?
When you get ready, when you think you're about to go up to heaven, gotcha, bitch.
God is like, to keep it a buck, I never really fucked with y'all like that.
Look, y'all ain't even my favorite creation.
Bro, I used to
Really,
for,
though.
for the longest. I'm like, just wait till like we die. God forbid anything happens to us anytime soon. But like the minute you gone and then you go up there, you be like, all right, so like, give me the details. What's going on? And then he's like, yeah, so this was really an experiment. Earth was just like in the lineup of things. I was just waiting for y'all to disappear. For me, it's like 5 minutes. For y'all, it's like billions of years.
He looks at us and he's just like, look, I gave you all of these things and y'all really progressed like way slower than all the other ones.
You really suck.
Y'all really a failure.
Like you really suck. You have the imagination of a god.
He's like, you have the imagination of a goldfish.
He's like, y'all
What?
These niggas can't get anywhere. You haven't even reached like
blows.
You have barely.
you
been
came to
anywhere.
space before you decided to explore the rest of the ocean because it was scary.
I'm not
I
gonna
hate
lie.
you.
I can't believe I made bitches. That's what God is gonna say.
And y'all want to be on the internet
But
paying these hoes.
this is gonna kind of segue into. Y'all out here buying bath water?
You out here by, bro, I taught you better than this. And then you look at him, did you really?
He's gonna sit there and tell you all that. You're gonna stumble over your words trying to explain it. You're gonna like, break it the fuck out my face.
I gave you free will and this is what you did with it. This is crazy.
You show up, I hate you.
You like, America was supposed to be connected. Y'all, Pangea was real until y'all came around. This is
bro.
foolishness.
Nah, but that conversation right there, it does actually. I don't even want to promote this movie, but this is semi the premise to the Thor movie, where they prayed to God, he worshipped God, then God didn't show up for him. His daughter, like this is the tale of Gore, the person prayed to God, his whole family died, right, and then after his whole family died, he found the God that he was praying to, did not fuck with him. He was like, "We don't care about you. We."
Wait. Just wait.
Wait, good.
Go on. Somebody else had to see it. It was fucking hilarious, bro.
But yeah, no, he was just like, we don't mess with you. Like we don't care about you whatsoever, right? You're here to worship us, but we don't care about you. And that's when he started killing gods, essentially.
See,
because the god that he prayed to was injured and was gonna die, and he was like, I need your help. And he was like, you've never helped us.
Dude, fuck that. Help
And he's
me.
like,
I'm hurt.
He's like, I don't care. I'm your God. You're supposed to help me. I don't care about you. And then that's when Noel, who is the person who had the necro sword,
Right.
was, Noel died or whatever. And then he grabbed the sword, killed the god, and he was just like, well, if gods don't care about us, then I'm gonna just end them all. And we're not gonna have gods. Like he's kind of a good person. Towards the end, he's not.
Man,
but
he had the rage of Kratos. He was like, you know what?
pretty much, he was just like, I mean, if people are gonna pray to gods that don't care about them, then he's just gonna eliminate them. Because there's no difference between you knowing that they're there and they don't care about you, and you not knowing that they're there. So,
It'd be funny as fuck. So let's say he does kill all the gods, right? He goes to stay the night at the homie's crib. After that, and his homie just stop laughing, bro. I'm not there yet.
I was just
And
pictured it.
And he goes to lay down because it's time to go to bed. And his homie starts praying to a god, and then he just taps him on the shoulder like, "Hey, yo,
he's
I
dead.
killed that nigga." That prayer is not getting answered.
That's so no.
I am sorry, but I for sure killed that.
He was
nigga.
like,
I'm
he's
not
like,
gonna lie.
look, I seen the prayer. I
Here's the
seen the
picture.
prayers come
No, he
through.
shows him the head.
Ooh.
No, but the thing, one of the things that was kind of crazy
I'll
is
answer them for
in
you.
the comic books, right? He brought his wife back to life, and his
From
wife
the back.
Sure. And then his wife was like, "Oh my God, you doing all of these things? You're a god." And then he was like, "What did she just call me?"
Play with me.
And then he killed her.
Jesus.
He's like, "Don't call me a god," and just stabbed her and killed
So,
her.
bro, first off,
So
first, if you can kill all the gods, right?
Yeah.
it's a problem.
That's one thing. Yeah, you're a fucking problem, number one.
Number 2, you can bring your wife back to life.
And kill her.
That's God level shit, is it not?
Well,
That's a reasonable conclusion to jump to.
I mean, he found the thing to bring her back to life, and the sword is what gives him the power, not necessarily him. But I mean, you know, to her, she was like, "You're doing all these amazing things. You have to be a god." And he was, and at this point, he had already kind of lost his mind a little bit.
Call me a nigger.
He kind of already lost his mind a little bit because the sword causes you to kind of go crazy a little bit, and so he was just,
as do enchanted weapons in fictional universes.
right.
Go ahead.
And in my head, I'm just like, why don't you just kill yourself? Like after you kill all the gods, shouldn't you kill yourself?
You
because
kill
like
yourself,
you are
bro.
a god.
You gotta go.
But no, it took like 3 different Thors.
You live long enough to become the thing you hate.
Yeah,
That's wild. That's wild.
that is life.
Yeah, bro.
That's why you couldn't be immortal. That shit.
Yeah, bro.
Too much going on.
I mean, if you're immortal,
If you're gonna
cannot care
behead your
about
wife, now you're headless. You're both headless now.
both.
What is, that reminded me of that gorilla thing.
Man, bro.
Have wife.
You have the power to bring
Fight
back
wife.
the dead, and you squandered it.
You can bring her back.
Off the conversation. You just bring her back. How's she gonna react at that point?
No, yeah, bring her back. She's like, why would you do that? Be like, don't ever in your life say that shit again.
Don't say the G word.
No, just no.
Don't say the G
Nah,
word.
he be looking at you like he was like, I'm your mom now. I brought you to this world. I can take you right
out.
back out.
And I've proven to you that I can do that.
That's actually kind of scary.
Bro, if my
Imagine
parent
somebody
ever
killing you.
said that shit to me, Mom and Dad, I love you both, bro. But if y'all ever would have said, I brought you into this world, I can take you out, I promise that's a challenge. I'll be like, all right, bro.
I promise you I didn't
All
ask
right.
for this.
He gonna turn into a whole
Do
Stewie.
it.
He gonna look at you. I
Do
didn't
it.
ask for this.
I really didn't, bro.
I didn't ask for this.
Life is actually type whack. No, life itself isn't whack. Just adulthood. The adulthood part of it's whack.
Yeah.
The first 18 years, kind of live. Like them a lot.
Not gonna lie.
Everything's
Amazing.
structured. Everything's smooth.
Yes, bro. Everything's figured out for
It's
you.
because you didn't have to do nothing.
Didn't have to do shit.
Once responsibility hit, depression settled.
Depression. When they said that you have the keys now, sir. Where did these keys come from? Where did this lease come from,
I'm still 14. You are 30 years old.
sir? You might have a seat over here. They didn't give you any type of introduction. The school didn't teach none of that shit. School didn't
But, you know, school was never set up for people to really go out and be successful. It was always set up for people to go and work.
in the minds.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, bro. Obedience.
And they
is
never,
key.
and they never changed that structure of it because it's always that way. That's why they don't teach anything really substantial. I mean, they teach you like stuff that you'll never use.
We can get that. Shit, that's a deep. We can get into that. We can get into that. But
In the next one?
Yeah, but we about to run out of time, so we're gonna ahead lock it in right now. Everybody said their piece. We are good to go. I am getting a little tired, and
I hate you, crystal bitches, man. So fucking much.
Hey, if you do
he is
astrology,
carrying this.
fuck,
He
I
is
hate
carrying
y'all,
this.
Hey, if you do astrology, you stupid. You need to go
You're
get some
fucking
help.
weird, bro.
You need to go get some mental help. That's what I'm saying.
Need to go get some mental health.
Or go get a job.
Go get a job.
You need something.
You know they praying to the crystals for the job.
I know they are.
And
They
they
be
never
parking
gonna get
illegally.
it.
They be lying to the IRS, bro.
Do what you do. Just do not push that upon. Do not push your views upon why you make decisions.
Bro,
So-
there was
nah,
I was
it's
at
not even
local
that.
one night and this shorty came up and asked me when I was in the middle of fucking playing music and shit. She gonna walk up, turn my shit down. First off, you ever touch my beat machine, I'm probably like inclined to beat the dog shit out you anyway. But it was a woman, right? And I'm in public, so I can't do that.
It don't matter.
It's equal rights, equal
you know
fights.
what? Not today. I feel like that, but
Fine.
she came up and she was like, "What's your sign?" And then I was like, "My name is Wyra.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Who are you?
Get the fuck out my face."
What's your sign?
But no, we gonna
You
end
just
it-
gave up. You just
Right.
gave up your right to
We,
speak.
Everybody
we gonna end it off
comment
on this.
section. Everybody-
Hold on, we gonna end it off on this. This is just a little bit of advice.
Yeah.
Don't make your hobbies your personality. Because if you do, nobody likes you.
If you
Everybody
do, I'm
just
beat your ass.
Exactly. Nobody likes you. They just tolerate you.
Your personality. That is a good ender.
Yeah.
Yep. End it off right there. We good to go. All right, y'all. We'll see y'all. We'll see y'all next time on the DWG podcast. We appreciate you
Eat
stopping
shit
by
and
and
die,
listening.
nerds.
Go touch some grass, people.
Go touch some
if you
grass.
down with the get down, go ahead and subscribe.
Yes.